Let's here. No lie. I think I started this message like 3 times. This will probably be the third time. And I kept having to restart. But it lines up with the message having to restart, having to do things over, having to reflect, refresh, renew all these things and really take it in. So it lines up. But I had a scorpion in my house probably like 2 days ago, a scorpion in my house like 2 days ago. And the funny thing is, I was getting telling myself what you got to do. It's part of the message. Um, Probably about 2 days ago, I got up and I was craving, just a little something sweet, just like a piece of a muffin. I didn't want the full fucking muffin. I just wanted a piece. So I'm just like, okay, let me get up, get out of bed. Already did my, routine from like, mouthwash, tongue scrape, balls, all the good shit. So I'm going to have to do it again, but like, I really want something sweet. I get up and I come on my room, I look and I flick on the light, and it's just there, just sitting on the wall. I'm like, do do I move? What do I do here? What do I do in this situation? What do I do? Now I did a few things that are, typically I guess you shouldn't do, but I found that out as I googled it. And I tried to keep my eyes on it the whole time watching it, and part of me like got a broom and started pushing it and moving it, like trying to get it out towards the back door. But then I'm like, once I get it towards the back door, I'm gonna have to open the back door, and the thing is moving quite quickly. And I like hit it with the broom, and it looked like a little baby. I came out. I said, "Oh, this is something else. This is something different." Okay. And then went right back to the little corner, and I'm just staring at it. And I like have to slowly go get my phone again. Come back, still watching it, figure it out. Like, okay, this is wild. And I was just saying to myself, like, man, I wish I had like a really overly confident, or odd woman, or like a really stupid man, so they can come grab this, because I don't want to have to deal with this. But I obviously wound up having to deal with it anyway, and it was just like, okay, I'm tired though, and it was honestly around this time, which is hilarious. Um, and I was like, okay, that's something. It was more so around like 1:30 ish. I was like, okay, but it's funny because with this message and the restarting over and already making steps to complete something, to get something resolved, to get something done, I'm hearing there may be distractions to get you off of that rebirth, off of that death, off of that change, off of that shift. Because I literally had just got done doing my full night routine, moisturizer, all of the stuff, pajamas, getting cozy, getting ready and prepared, all of that. Like, I've already done it. But I'm over there wanting, craving something sweet. They typically say when you want something sweet, it's because you want something else in your life. Love, romance, whatever that is. A little sweetness to your life. I just want a little piece. I was like, I didn't have none after, trying to make up for it. And I'm like, oh my God, if I wouldn't have got up, I would have never known I had a scorpion in my house. And I pretty much was watching it all night. I literally threw some shoes at it, tried to get the broom or whatever. But here's why I'm giving this message. Thank you, Spirit. It's because that's what I woke up like, and I was like, why is this on my head? Like, I haven't thought about this in some time. Like, I got it out, got the brush whatever I'm doing, what I need to do. Like, it's what the hell? Literally, they wasn't able to get it out until the next morning when the bug killer came. The little tried to buy some, and I'm so sorry I had to kill that thing. I tried to just go, and I was hoping that by the time, it was morning, it was like, oh, the sun's coming up. And it's crazy because the shoes that I threw at it, it hid inside of the shoe all night. So I had to literally like move the shoe with the broom. It was a whole lot. Thank you, Spirit, for getting me back on top and getting me back on this message I say. Spirit in the rebirth is happening. No matter if you're hiding in a shoe, no matter if you're going for a late night snack or not, the rebirth is happening. Whether you know it's there or not. Like I said, I don't even know this woman that just got there that night or anything. Like none of that. Now I'm checking under the bed sheets extra cautiously, all these things. But that rebirth is always present. And then I just looked it up, me being a spiritual person, like what does it spiritually mean to have a smoking house? And it's rebirth, change, transformation, growth. And for this to come up 2 days after, me not even thinking about it, is really letting me know that it's just something that you don't have to think about anymore. Your rebirths, your evolutions, your coming up, your shifts, your growths, all of it. Like you don't have to think about it anymore. And how it all works out for you. Thank you, Spirit. Ooh. I'm hearing you wanting something, right? Like I said, gives me wanting that sweet. Could mean something deeper. It's true. I don't talk to any of my family. I don't have much to any friends. A lot of changes happened to cut me off. We're just morally inept. Just a whole bunch of other things just weren't ready. Just a whole lot of losses. But that's okay because where I'm lacking in that, I have it in other places, and I'm growing in that. Really excited for my D&D the first day at the library. So very excited to be chilling with them. So you have different people, different things, but thank you, Spirit. This is taking me all over the place. This is how it is at night. The message is coming a little bit less focused. So let's clear out the energy again. Thank you, Spirit, with that sweetness, or you're getting up because you're just like, oh, my phone's dying, even though you're supposed to be going to bed. It's like you're craving something, or like, let me just get a little saltiness. I'm craving some chips, or it's just, I'm getting this craving energy, right? I say, and you don't even know what death or rebirth is happening inside for you, with you, around you. And those cravings are leading you to that death and rebirth so that way you can get that in actuality, not just something that's quick, something that's, not a mere potent satisfactory. You want something that is powerful and all knowing of like, okay, this is what you truly manifested, work for, push towards. And sometimes you have to become what you're looking for. Like I said, I was like, I wanted like, somebody that's extra brave or somebody that's like either extra stupid, like either way, somebody to come and deal with it. But it just took me researching, looking things up, figuring things out. Sometimes you have to become what you feel like only other people can do or be or have or experience. You have to become that embodiment. You have to see yourself as those things or put yourself in a space or spirit will where you're just like, no, you're going to have to do it. You're going to have to do this. What is that saying? Some people are born into greatness, some people have greatness thrusted upon them. Sometimes it's just thrusted upon you. We got childhood friend coming out. Yeah. Something lingering. Yeah. I was gonna say something lingering, and as I said that, it says build your dream world up. And I made that card as somebody navigating the dream world, getting more into lucid dreams and just understanding dreams, being able to interpret it, wanting to recognize what this means, what that leads to. So build your dream world up is letting me know that spirit is wanting to send you messages. And I feel like I'm hearing they speak a little bit clearer in your dreams. They're gonna speak a little bit clearer in your dreams. Ooh, yeah, we got dreamer, seer coming out. They speak a lot clearer in your dreams. It's a lot more freedom and navigating that can happen. We got fourth house coming right under childhood friend. That's Cancer energy, Cardinal energy, Moon energy, Water energy. So this is, yeah, I'm longing for something again, that I'm wanting this, I'm craving this, and it's taking me over here. But when it's like you're gonna meet a scorpion in the road, or like it's almost like a fork in the road. I'm seeing now that the from where they have that big old log in the road, and they just wind up being placed in a circle. And it's crazy because it's almost like repeating something over and over and over again. I believe I said that in the beginning of this recording, because this is the third one I'm recording, but repeating something, having to do something over and over and over again to get through. And it reminds me of also in the show for From, when they had different trees, different bottles, and those were portals and all this other stuff. And she was able to get out, and but that tree led to other places. So this fourth house and this shadow friend is letting me know that you are looking to build up something that feels stable, that feels long lasting, that feels familiar to you. Yeah. Oh. We got silent crying coming in here. That's right under childhood friend in fourth house. And then we got school has let out. And that is right under build your dream world up in Dreamer Seer. It's almost like giving a body and soul reading. That's kind of how it's reading the energy, it's giving off the information it's providing, how it's set up. Yeah, it feels like this is more your physical of what you're looking to create, build, manifest. Childhood friends, long lasting relationships, solid foundations. Fourth house energy, being able to start something that is comforting, that is loving, that is nurturing, being able to cater to that in a caring, loving, and nurturing way. And the silent crying coming out is the only color thus far, and it's coming out as like with that sacral chakra, that again water energy coming in here, that crying, that release energy. Something has to be let go of the physical. It could be a childhood friend. Not saying it is, not saying it isn't. But this silent crying is something has to be let go of. It's also the idea of what that looks like. The craving of it. If you're craving something, then that means something needs to be spoken up about, something needs to be known. And silent crying means you're silently suffering, silently going through something, silently thinking about something. Like you can't release it, can't let it out, can't vent it, and you really have to. hmm And with this, build your dream world up, dreamer, and see your schools out, your spiritual gifts are elevating. And that can make you feel disconnected from people, out of touch. You aren't able to feel the same way doing experiences that you love, the more reading back to that cycle, reading back to that repeating, doing things over and over. It's almost like in a different mode, because where you're going spiritually with your higher self, it's like it feels like I say it feels like you're sticking out like a sore thumb. You're sticking out like somebody that's wearing crutches at a pool. Like you're sticking out very strongly, and it's bringing up a whole lot of things: trust issues, fear, going into darkness, putting yourself out there, a lot of that. And so with that silently crying, we got that some good food, but in reverse, it feels like what your physical needs now, especially with this fourth house energy, that nurturing, caring energy, you are looking for that support, for that relief, for that release. I'm hearing for that backbone, which leads back to sometimes you're going to have to be what you are seeking. And it isn't easy, and sometimes it is lonely, especially going on a spiritual path. You can feel that way. But your physical and your spiritual are not disconnected, just working at a different speed right now. And it doesn't feel disconnected. It feels like, when you're following somebody in a car, I'm seeing somebody following somebody in a car, they're both going in the same place. One car just has to lead. And right now, spirit is leading. And your physical body is following. Like, okay, okay, let's hope we don't hit no red lights. Because if I get stopped behind that red light and they don't, I might lose them. But it doesn't feel like you got stopped at any red lights. It honestly feels, if anything, a little bit yellow and green, which is yellow and green, kind of that slow mode of moving. Yeah, it doesn't feel like a disconnect between the two. They're just moving at different paces, going in the same direction. Enhancement, enlightenment, stability, love, that care, all those things. And so, what the school is let out in the silent crying, and crying as a form of release, letting go, cleansing, purification is actually really good for your face as well. You know, clearing it gets all puffy afterwards, but afterwards, all that salt, like all that, just cleans it out. We have things are moving quickly in my favor. Things are moving. It's funny because I didn't even read this. I got I got friends on the other side, right under the dreamer and seer. So spirit really does speak to you through your dreams, through astral projection, through daydreaming. I'm hearing, and through your delusions when you're thinking about self delusion. They're like, why did I think about that? Like, why would I think that that would happen? But then later on, signs start coming up from that daydreaming, from that delusion. Like, maybe I'm on to something. Yes, you are. So we have things are moving quickly in my favor, and that's right on top of silent crying, and school is let out, so it's the fourth house and the dreamer. With the I got friends on the side, they're I love to what I'm saying, grace or just being grateful, period. I just like things that are seen, unseen, heard, unknown, unknown, done, done, spoken, unspoken, all those things because sometimes I do things on this side that they're not privy to. And they do things on that side that I'm not privy to. They don't know everything. I don't know everything. But when we collaborate together, we're able to work in a way that is to be listened, to be heard, to be understood. And so with the I got friends on the other side, right under and across them, that's some good food. In the reverse, school is that out. It's like, okay, now we want to show you what you really should be consuming. Now we're putting you in places, opportunities, putting you in front of people and experiences where you can really consume some food that feels really good for you. We have Just for Fun by Beyonce and Willie Jones. We have that right on top of Build Your Dream World up in Dreamer and Seer. Listening to some music or frequencies as you go to sleep sometimes helps me. Doesn't necessarily help other people, but sometimes help me get into that dream space as well. Somebody that is a avid lucid dreamer. Okay. Yeah, we got quick downloads coming in here. Yeah, with all this releasing, with all the sudden, like I said, the Scorpion, I'm getting, that makes sense. Told you, it's right back around. But that death, that ending, that rebirth, that Scorpion, Scorpio, eighth house energy, personal power, magical energy, occultic energy, going really into the depths of your soul, really trying to understand everything and why, because it does have a meaning and purpose. So with these quick downloads coming in, that's right on top of the things that are working quickly in my favor. The more that you're able to understand, see the more that you're able to. It's like being able to see through fog. It's clear as if there was no fog there. You have more lights in the streets. You have a little lamp over your head. Maybe other people have that as well, so you're able to see the. So it's a lot of quick downloads, a lot of aura readings. I'm hearing reading aura it's like error or horror, those words. Um, but being able to read people's energy more, I'm hearing being able to digest a room more easily, being able to be inside of that energy a whole lot better, um, as well. We have X. This new thing that I have been doing is looking up songs that start with that letter. So maybe doing that as well, because that's right on top of the Dreamer, Seer, and Spills That Out, which is under the music as well. Um, which I'm thinking about xylophone. No, that is not the only X word, but music again keeps coming back. This tone, this frequency, um, sound, vibrations. I'm seeing that one video of them hooking up the mushrooms that have mechanics where they're able to play music. The mushrooms are actually playing music. It's like once you get in sync with the earth is able to speak and communicate at a rhythm and harmony that is for you, which is hilarious. I'm saying that the earth, the whisper so loud that is the universe talking. That's right on top of that. I got friends on the other side. They are speaking, they are helping, they are navigating. Like I said, it doesn't feel like a separation. This feels like you're going at a different pace. And your body is following in the car behind. Okay, no, we're following them. I'm seeing like the line leader back in school, which is funny, school's let out. So it's like they're leading you, or what do they call them, little crossing guards or whatever? Yeah. I got the job or started my business as Shay. That's right on top of the silent crying, and that's some good food. So you could have been getting a lot of, ooh, that word came out nice. You could have been getting a lot of rejections recently, setbacks, troubles or issues. Could have lost a job recently, something again that release because it's right on top of silent crying, and that's some good food. That was like that wasn't going to sustain you, that wasn't going to provide for you, that wasn't going to feel like good familiar energy. Because sometimes in the spiritual world, we're like, then past the familiar energy, being uncomfortable, you have to be uncomfortable, you have to be ready for change and shift. If you're uncomfortable all the time, you're going to grasp to anything that feels like comfort, even if it really isn't. It's just a different experience. Like it leads to just a different uncomfortability. So feeling that being comfortable in that sense leads back to that childhood friend energy. Those new experiences opening up that feel very old and comforting to the soul. So we got set a bedtime. Right on top, nothing on the bottom. Set a bedtime. And that's right on top of I got friends on the other side and that's some good food. So they really want to communicate with you via your dreams. It's something that they're saying right before you go to bed, or it's a reoccurring dream or something as soon as you wake up where it's like, why am I thinking about that again? Why is that happening again? I'm placing you on hold. I need a break. That's right on top of I got the job or started the business. So again, I had to start this more than once. And the first time I started it, Ricky was here because he came and distracted me. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to start whether he's here or not because if I allow him to distract me, I will be distracted. Then the second time, like I was just trying to fix the light on the actual screen and it just cut off. I'm just like, okay, like something. So the I'm placing on hold or I need a break is something that may come in and be distracting. It can just be thoughts. And it doesn't have to be actual people or actual things. It can just be thoughts. Like I said, I was waking up when I should have been going to bed. Past my bedtime. Let me go get a little something, something. You know? And typically, by the time I wake up during the day, wouldn't have seen it, wouldn't know. Would I want it into my house? Absolutely not. So very glad that it's gone. But is that like, okay, don't just fall so easily into what feels. Again, know the true comfortability from just what is a new experience, right? I feel calm and centered around you. And let's start on top of childhood friend in fourth house. So again, new experiences, new people. I have so much love and abundance coming in here. That's the end of that one. Ooh, it's like everywhere. It's like, ooh, we have love and abundance. I love when the cards do that. It's almost like it's Seeing those little things where you like search for like gold and stuff on the beach, or silver, and it's almost like beep, 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 they're all going off. So it really doesn't have like a place because you have so much love and abundance surrounding you. Um, yeah, so be ready for the downloads. Pay attention to the downloads. Write them down, jot them down, take a pause moment, take a break. Be ready for that release. If you feel like you are something keeps trying to slip away or not working out, that's because we're just like, let it go. We're already ahead. Like, we're finna go, you know, just around the mountain. Here she comes. So the silent crying, the pleas, all that, they heard your cries. As silent as it was, as much as you heard their whispers, they heard your cries. Set that bedtime, get those messages, get those clarifications, get those confirmations. Work with those downloads. It is working out for you. Look up that X. I'm hearing X marks the spot, which is funny because I was treasure on the beach, searching for something. um, yeah. Again, don't just be the token who's down here in xenophobia. Don't just allow yourself to be around people to be around people. Again, just because an experience is new doesn't mean that it isn't still possibly an uncomfortable experience. And just because experience is new doesn't mean that it is an uncomfortable experience. But that comes with intuition, trusting self, knowing your body, recognizing things. Because I've been in relationships where like, oh, they're not doing this though. But then I recognize like, it's not how you should treat them. I don't like that. Just because you weren't doing this doesn't mean that you weren't doing something completely different. um, yeah, no. Let's go ahead and get some affirmations for you guys here. You're going through a rebirth, you're going through a change, you're releasing a lot. It's time. It's time. It's time. Start vocalizing that release recently, which I've learned and it has really been helping me, is when I exhale, because I've already sometimes be holding my breath without realizing I'm holding my breath. When I exhale this, I do it loudly. I want to physically hear and feel that release of pressure off of me. So trying that as well. Things aren't working out in the way that you expected or feel like are warranted or even wanted. There's so much better is coming. And that's a realization of that. We got passions coming out here. Anything else for I close out this deck for the collective spirit? And we got productivity, a lot of P's. Card right on top, Dreamer, Ashe. These will be in the description below, of course, so do not worry. Passions. Pursuing my hobbies and unique interests is not a waste of time. My hobbies bring me pure inner joy, and my interests light up my spirit in fantastic ways. I dismiss societal pressure and simply allow myself to enjoy the things I like. Productivity. My worth is not based on my productivity, and it never has been. I do not need to take actions to prove that I belong. All babies are worthy, and they cannot, in truth, care for themselves. We all came into this world worthy without production. I love that. I really love that. Like I said, if your body is catching up, give it time. You don't need to be zoom zooming. Sometimes allow your spirit to lead, take charge, work and move on your behalf. Because you got friends on the other side. We got a dreamer coming in here for you. Even during times that discourage me from carrying on, I will continue to follow my dreams, no matter how difficult. Though road bumps will set me back, I have determined that giving up is not an option. I will never abandon my dreams. seeing the ink blots as well. You know, when you like to test, like, what do you see here? What do you see? I used to love to draw things like that. Not actual ink blots, but things where if you look at the picture, flip it this way, it's different things inside of it. So I'm here. Remember that that's what you are. The more that people look at you, know you get to understand that there's more inside of you. There's more about you. There's more to you than just what they're seeing or feeling like they can even understand. Okay, you are a scorpion. Okay, you are a scorpion. Like I said, I think I seen the baby come out, so I just been gonna have to do another spray to make sure, like, hey, or you exit out the door. Um, no. Anywho, anyhow, anyway, that has been your reading. That has been your message. Hope you all are sleeping well or waking up well wherever you are. And until next time, pieces.